Before you jump into the algorithms, I want to tell you my own story because it illustrates an effective way to learn and internalize any innovation strategy. I was in love with the idea of being an inventor from the time I was a child. I built a lot of things that I had dreamed of and experienced a lot of failures and a few successes. Failures did not dampen my enthusiasm for inventing. I went to college and became a mechanical engineer. By the time I was in my mid-30s, I had racked up a number of corporate patents, and I was having a blast.
In spite of my success, I could tell that I didn't have a very systematic or reproducible approach. I wondered if I was scratching the surface of what I could do. Then one day, in about 1989, I heard about this new thing, TRIZ, from our chief scientist. He suggested that I get the poorly translated book, Innovation is an Exact Science, by Henry Altschuler, the founder of TRIZ, on a library loan.
When the book came in, I was so excited to read it that I spent several rainy days in my car in the company parking lot reading. In fact, I read it twice and then wrote down some of the algorithms from the book and committed myself to using them. At first it was really tough going. I kept trying to use the methods on problems that I was working on.
Over the course of time, I received TRIZ training and read a lot more books. I gleaned innovation processes from what I was learning and added them to my own algorithm. Now, I was starting to have some real technical success. I was so excited that I started teaching others to do it. Their experiences and questions, coupled with failures and false starts, helped me to polish the algorithms.
I came to believe that what I was using and teaching was clear and logical in the way that people should think.
Fortunately, I had two experiences that taught me the error of my ways and brought me back to my own roots, which was a better way to learn and teach.
In the first instance, I had been teaching TRIZ to engineers for several years. I had carefully developed lessons that seemed to be working. Most of the students could demonstrate that they understood what was being taught by solving practice problems. But there were a couple of people that kept doing things differently than I had explained, and it seemed like they were doing it on purpose.
After the seminar, I called back to see who was consistently using the methods to solve their technical problems. It wasn't the star students, it was the ones who purposely were using it differently than I had explained. Secondly, I noticed that every book explained TRIZ somewhat differently. Personal discussions with TRIZ experts convinced me that no two people applied TRIZ in the same way. Just like the people that I had taught that were going off on their own, these TRIZ experts and consultants had all created their own algorithms. Finally, it struck me, these people were all doing what I had done from the beginning. They were creating and using their own algorithms.
According to modern theories of learning, in order to deeply learn, it is necessary for students to recreate the knowledge in their own minds, based on their own understanding. They need to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. It turns out that creating our own innovation processes and then using them over and over, improving them as we go, is a really effective way to develop innovation skills. To recap, TRIZ Power Tools is a collection of powerful step-by-step innovation algorithms distilled from many different sources. We invite you to take what you can from this site and modify it to your own liking. These approaches will become more natural as you practice them on your own.